Hi, everybody. I'm so glad that, or I trust, I should say, that you are doing well. Today was 70 degrees outside and it wasn't raining for once. And so I have been very happy I got to take a nice long walk. Anyway, um, I am giving you a tips and tools segment again for our gathering at the end of this month, May 29th at 9 o'clock in the community room. So I was trying to think of what technique I wanted to use, and I had all sorts of ideas, and finally decided I better make it simple. So we're going to learn a couple techniques that are very similar, but they're very simple and a lot of fun to do. So I'm going to change my camera here and get this slide off, and we will. There we go. Okay, we'll get started. All right. The first thing that I'm going to show you is a card that you probably all know what to do, but we're making SIP cards. And SIP is an abbreviation that stands for stamps, ink, and paper. All right. Sounds a little corny. Sounds like, well, no kidding kind of thing. But there's some fun things that we can do. And so I just want to show them to you. All right. One of the things that you can do is you can get a card and just basically put one stamp on it, or you can put something with a message. I had put this together and then happy, happy birthday inside. Um, but there's all sorts of things that you can do. And then you have the option to color. And I'm going to show you three different tools that I use to color. All right. So I'm going to grab my greens. This. So these are my colored pencils. And let's see. I'm just going to basically show you a simple way of using the colored pencils. All right. Obviously, you would just color however you really want to. Then what I do is I like to blend my colors together. So I have a darker green here. And by blending them, I just basically go over those dark lines, or I'll color another half of it to give it another shade. Can you see that? Sometimes my camera is too far away, but that's what I did when I colored. Um, and then I'm going to take orange and yellow, and I'm going to do like the same thing. Yeah, I'm going to take my yellow and color this daffodil. And then I'm going to take the pumpkin pie or the orange, and I'm just going to highlight the lines like that, just to give it a little more color. Now, you don't have to get this fancy. You could use just the yellow pencil to do these dark lines as well, and it would look just as good. But that's what I do. Okay. All right. That's what you can do with colored pencils. All right. Now I have some markers that can be used. And the markers, I don't know that I would do um, the blending of those. Our markers, these are called Stampin' Write markers, and they will have the color on them, and they come with two different tips. They come with your brushed tip, which is wider and can cover a lot more, and they cut with the blunt tip that also to color smaller areas and narrow areas. All right. So it's very simple. You just color with those. And with the markers, you don't have to add any dimension to it or anything like that. You can just color it, okay? I will also do one of the leaves so that you can see that as well. The markers give it a much bolder look than what the colored pencils do. So depending upon what you want to achieve in your card will probably determine what type of um, coloring tool you would want to use. All right. So you can definitely see the difference. All right. Then we have one other type of card or coloring pens, and I don't have many of these, but they are a lot of fun to use. These are called our blending pens, and there's a light shade and a dark shade. And they're fun because the two shades blend together and make really pretty cards. So I'm going to show you, and again, these have the two tips. They have a blunter end and a brush end. All right, so I'm just going to show a little bit of what this looks like. Right, I think that'll be enough. And then I'm taking the darker shade and I'm going to take the blunter end and I'm going to highlight those lines right in there. Now, you see what that did? Pretty cool, huh? All right. And what I'll do is I'll finish coloring this so that you can see the difference on all of it. Because you can color them without marking up the lines or highlighting anything in any way. It's just totally up to you what you want to do, but I wanted to show you the possibilities. All right, do you see the difference there? That's what you can do. All right, I'm going to do the same with these leaves. They're a little more narrow, so I'm going to use the blunter end. And I think I'm going to do this one and this one. Now, these leaves don't have any lines in them, but what I did is I blended the two shades together. I don't know if you can see a whole lot of difference. There's the lighter shade and the darker shade. And so you can use them that way as well. All right, so I will have some of those blending pens available for you. If you don't want to color at all and just want to stamp on it, you can certainly do that too, but I think it's a little more fun if it's got some color to it. But that's totally up to you. All right, so that's one way of doing a SIP card. Now, the other thing is actually called a one-sheet wonder, but it's so similar to a SIP card that it doesn't matter. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to take 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and we're going to print all over it. All right. Oh, I forgot to get my blocks. Hang on a second. Okay. Come on. Okay. Wasn't coming at first. And what you do with these cards is you choose your stamp set And then you're going to choose the largest stamps first, because they'll take up the most room, and we'll need that, and I don't know what I was trying to say. All right, so I'm going to ink this up. Let's see if I can get a bunch of ink on here. All right. And then we're just going to start to ink. All right. And we're going to put like a border around at first, and then we'll go from there. And you can put your border you can put your stamps any direction that you want. To go all the way around. And you don't always have to ink it every time. You can do a shadow effect where you just ink it twice and it comes out just a little bit lighter. All right, so there's a whole bunch of ways that you can do this. And we're just going to put these all the way around. And let's see, you just kind of guess and try to do whatever you want to do. There really is no rhyme or reason to any of it. But you can see by using the bigger stamps first, it definitely takes up a little more space. And that will help you so that you aren't stamping forever. All right. Okay. I'm going to stop there for now. And there's still a lot of space on here and things that we can do. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to choose another stamp. This is called Sailing Home. And so I'm just making a masculine card, I guess you could say. Oh, not quite big enough. I thought that would be big enough, but I guess not. Okay. And I'm going to use a different shade of blue. This is a little lighter. This shade was the Night of Navy, and this one's called Misty Moonlight. And we're just going to put Misty Moonlight in there. Oh, I guess it's a little darker. For some reason, I thought Night of Navy was darker. I guess the name of it kind of fools you. All right, and they don't have to go everywhere either. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I think I'm going to do one more right in there. And we may come back and do some more of that sailboat. I'm not real sure. All right, then I'm going to take this compass. I don't know if I want to use that one. I might use this one. This is called our balmy blue, and it's probably the lightest blue that we have. And you just put it all over the place and fill in the spots as you go along. right. Let's see. Maybe I'll do one more down there and down here. There we go. All right, then we're going to use our azure, and I think I'm going to use my anchor. Oh, come on. All right. That's a little brighter blue. But you can see it kind of looks a little messy, but it won't be when we're done here. You'll see what will happen. But you want to cover it up with all sorts of things and try to take care of those empty white spaces. Those are always the biggest concern. All right. Not that there can't be any white. There can be. It's just you want to leave as little as you can. And that's where the small, how should I say it? Some stamp sets have dots in them. Others have little flowers. There's all sorts of things that can come along, and this stamp set actually has birds. So I am going to fill in some of these spots with some birds, and I'm using black to do that. Okay, we're just about done here. All right, I think we've got it covered. All right. Then what we do with this is we will cut it up into all sorts of sizes. And I'm going to show you that way I don't waste a lot of time here. We've already made this video long enough. But I'm going to show you a couple of these types of cards that I did so that you can have an idea of what they're going to turn out to be. All right. Let me grab them. I took a butterfly stamp collection or a stamp set, and I made these. And what I did is I covered the paper just like that, and then I cut out all these different sizes and made all these different types of cards. I know I'm going to run out of room on here. I hope you can see it all. All right, so there is 4 cards. You'll get 6 cards. I don't know what happened. Oh, I just is buried. Here we go. Here's the 6th one. But that's how many cards I came up with. And I just took the different shapes and stuff and put my card together. So that's what you can do. I did a softer one. And I made some Mother's Day cards with them. As well. And so that's what that one looks like. Aren't they pretty? They're so fun to do. You just mess up the paper. You don't know what's going to happen. And when you cut it apart, you don't know what it's going to look like. But they always turn out so neat. And so those are the types of cards that we are going to do. The one where you just stamp an image and color it, or you can stamp a whole 8.5 by 11 sheet and cut it up to make different cards. I will be cutting this up and bringing them with me to our meeting so you can see what the final result was. But anyway, until then, you have a great month, and I will be putting out an attendance report or asking you to let me know if you're coming or not. Probably um, the third, about somewhere between the second and third week of the month of May. So be looking for that so you can let me know how many people, so I can figure out how many people will be arriving and how many materials I need. I also am looking for some help. If you would be interested in helping me get all the paper ready for the event, that would be a blessing. So if you're interested, give me an email or call me. Make sure that when you call me, you leave a message, and we'll see what we can do to get together. All right. Thank you so much. You have a great month, and I will see you soon. Bye now.